created, between the two. And, the network has a lot to do with that as well. They take care of the star, then everybody else is a piece of shit. That's just how it goes down. And, you embrace being a piece of shit.
Got my girl by my side with our favorite 90s joint. Low T. Low T.
Tisha Campbell and Tichina Arnold's enduring friendship began in childhood auditions, defying industry competition. Known for their roles as best friends on Martin, their on-screen chemistry mirrored their real-life bond. Despite industry pressures, they remained steadfast allies, supporting each other's careers. Their friendship stands as a testament to mutual support in a competitive industry, inspiring others with its authenticity and resilience. Tisha Campbell and Tichina Arnold's friendship endured, even landing them a role in Little Shop of Horrors as teens. Their lives took unexpected turns, particularly Tichina's, which may bring tears. They continued to act together on Martin from 1992 until its conclusion in 1997. Tichina and I were roommates at the time, and she had just auditioned for the Pam role. A couple of weeks later, we found out that she got the role, and we were jumping up and down. It was amazing to be able to work with somebody who's my friend, and we were doing all of that together, Campbell shared with Netflix. After Martin ended, Tisha Campbell and Tichina Arnold drifted apart as they pursued separate paths. However, a heartbreaking time for Campbell reunited them once more. Throughout it all, they've remained steadfast pillars of support for each other, never experiencing a falling out. While there was a period when they weren't as close, their bond strengthened again when Tisha Campbell went through her divorce from Dwayne Martin in 2018. We reconnected, Tichina and I, and have not been separated since my divorce. We actually had a little bit of a split. She went and was living her life, and I was living mine. For about 8 years, we kind of just did that. And then all of a sudden, we just came back together, and there was this whole new relationship. It's bigger, better, more beautiful, more sisterly, Campbell told People magazine. According to Tisha Campbell, her sister Zine's life has been tumultuous. At just 32 years old, Zine was diagnosed with lupus, along with 6 other autoimmune diseases. Lupus is a complex and mysterious condition that manifests in various symptoms, including the distinctive butterfly-shaped rash on the cheeks and nose, as well as fatigue, muscle, and joint pain. It's a chronic illness with no cure, striking unpredictably and often difficult to diagnose. In the United States, approximately 1.5 million people live with lupus, with 99% of them being women like Zine. Furthermore, 1 in 3 individuals with lupus also suffers from multiple autoimmune diseases, compounding the challenges they face. Following Zine's diagnosis, the closely bonded sisters took action, founding the We Win Foundation. This nonprofit organization aims to address the pressing needs of those living with lupus by raising awareness, offering counseling, and organizing fundraisers. Their initiative is particularly significant considering that lupus is 3 times more prevalent in African American women than in Caucasian women. Through their foundation, Tisha and Zine Campbell are making a tangible difference in the lives of individuals battling this challenging condition. Growing up in the Arnold household in Queens, New York, Tichina had limited awareness of her younger sister's medical struggles. Zine's condition included skin rashes, an allergy to the sun, and debilitating fatigue. Despite their close relationship, the severity and complexity of Zine's health challenges were not fully understood during their childhood years. Despite their close bond, Tichina Arnold admitted that she and her sister Zine have different personalities, leading her to initially perceive Zine's health complaints as dramatic. However, Tichina did take notice of Zine's debilitating migraine headaches and extremely painful menstrual cycles, indicating that there were subtle signs of Zine's health struggles that weren't fully understood or acknowledged at the time. I remember my mom and I were sitting in the living room watching TV. Zan came down and said, "Mom, I have cramps." And we told her, "That's okay, you'll get past it. Welcome to a lifetime of cramps." She sat there for a moment, but then actually passed out. I was like, "Really? You are going to be this dramatic?" With no diagnosis, it was impossible to tell what Zine was dealing with. There were a lot of other signs too, but we didn't know what it was, Tichina said. She wasn't diagnosed. You know how it is with Black families back then, living paycheck to paycheck. It's usually like, give her in and keep it moving. As Zine grew older, her health challenges intensified. experiencing overwhelming exhaustion, painful joints, and severe inflammation. At times, her condition was so debilitating that she couldn't even move her hands well enough to put her hair in a bun. Despite these difficulties, Zine's resilience and determination kept Tichina from fully grasping the extent of her sister's suffering. "We're tough cookies," Tichina explained. "We come from a generation of strong women that if something comes up, you handle it." Zine never wore her illness on her sleeve. I had seen her be at 80% with pain and still press through. Then a defining moment at the airport changed everything. Zine's health situation wasn't real to me until one day when we were traveling. We went through the X-ray machine and I called out to her to hurry up. I heard her say, "I can't take my shoes off." I'll never forget that feeling of worry and fear. I had to go back through and untie her shoes for her. It literally shocked me, to be fine 1 minute and then incapacitated the next. During those challenging years, Zine admitted to living in denial, pushing herself to work an astonishing 100 hours a week as a paralegal. This relentless dedication to her career, despite her deteriorating health, highlights the incredible strength and resilience within her. "I attributed all the pain I was feeling to stress," Zine said. "And then one day, all the symptoms manifested. I woke up and couldn't move. I had to be rushed to the hospital. They did all this testing and found I had 6 autoimmune diseases: rheumatoid arthritis, Rhodes disease, Sjogren's syndrome, hyperlipidemia, mixed connective tissue disease, and scleroderma. I was told I was borderline lupus. Within just 6 weeks in 2004, Zine received the devastating diagnosis of full-blown lupus. Meanwhile, Tichina has faced her own share of heartaches and learned to cope with them. Despite the challenges, Tichina is now thriving, as she shared with People magazine at the McDonald's 365 Black Awards during Essence Fest in New Orleans. There, the former Martin star was celebrated for her accomplishments in entertainment. Assuming her role opposite Vanessa Williams in the VH1 show Daytime Divas, based on Star Jones's book Satan's Sisters, Tichina couldn't be more delighted. "I hadn't read a script this good in a long time," said Arnold, having had hilarious turns on shows like Everybody Hates Chris and Survivor's Remorse. "I'm blessed." Reflecting on her 35 years in Hollywood, Tichina expressed, "I'm not a star, I'm a survivor." However, with her second marriage now over, she admitted that there's one thing she's not so adept at. "I don't know how to be single again," she said with a laugh. "It's sad. I don't even know what to look at or what I'm into." Before her second marriage, Tichina revealed, "I didn't always have this problem. Right before my second marriage, I was really cool with being single." As a mother of one, she found herself in a comfortable rhythm raising her daughter. However, when the second marriage didn't work out, she maintained a positive outlook, acknowledging that life happens. She emphasized the importance of staying positive and enjoying a glass of wine. Reflecting on her past, Tichina admitted, "I always allowed the man to choose me, so I'm going to switch direction a little and give myself more time." Despite the possibility of love knocking on her door again, she expressed doubts about getting married once more. With age, she feels more grounded, having no illusions about love and feeling blessed to have experienced it all. In 2016, Tichina also experienced the heartbreaking loss of her close friend and Martin co-star Tommy Ford. Learning about Ford's passing, following an aneurysm at the age of 52, was gut-wrenching for Tichina. Everybody loved him. We're all just devastated he didn't live his full life. Despite the challenges and sadness she's faced, Tichina has always found joy in being a mother and cherishing the incredible friendship she shares with Tisha Campbell. Tichina's daughter, Elijah Kai, born on March 16, 2004, is her only child. Currently 19 years old, Elijah lists Los Angeles and Atlanta as her places of residence. Her father is music producer Carvin Haggins, who dated Tichina from 2002 to 2007. In an interview with the late Joan Rivers, Tichina admitted that she believed she would never be able to conceive children due to her battle with endometriosis. "I didn't even know I could have kids," she told the TV star. "I had endometriosis really, really bad, so I kind of gave up on having kids. I'm not going to have kids, it's okay," she recalled thinking. "And then I turn up pregnant." Clearly thrilled with the development, Tichina exclaimed of her daughter's arrival, "I had to get here." She also shared the origins of Elijah's unique and beautiful name, admitting that she had initially planned to have a boy named Elijah. I thought I was having a boy, she told the legendary comedian. So when I found out I was having a girl, her dad was like, just change the E to an A, so it's Elijah. She demonstrated the pronunciation. During her interview with Joan, Tichina shared the meaning of the name Elijah Kai, explaining that it translates to powerful God. With a touch of humor, she added, "He wears my letter A out." Despite the challenges of parenting, Tichina shared that having her daughter has been her most cherished achievement in life. In a 2016 interview with Black Enterprise, she expressed, "My greatest triumph is having my daughter." Like her mother, Elijah Kai is a performer. In 2022, she released her first single, Ultimatums, and the talented singer boasts 151,000 followers on Instagram. There, she regularly shares her talents with her six-figure following. Fortunately, her mom has been very supportive of her musical career path. "I always wanted my daughter to sing because I loved singing, but there was never any pressure for her to pursue music. So when she decided to become a singer, I was fully supportive and got a team for her," Tichina once said. Their friendship with Tisha continues to flourish, with both acknowledging its enduring nature and ongoing lessons. Amidst Tichina's divorce from actor Dwayne Martin, she offered Tisha candid and much-needed advice, deepening their bond even further.
Listen. I can say this. She said you really need to think about getting married before you say yes. That's basically what she said, it very colorfully.
So she was throwing red flags.
Since reconnecting, Tisha and Tichina have collaborated on numerous projects, taking Hollywood by storm. Their combined talents as actors and singers made them natural choices to host the Soul Train Music Awards for 4 consecutive years, showcasing their dynamic partnership and undeniable chemistry on stage. "Producing and hosting the Soul Train Awards for the last 3 years with my childhood friend has truly been one of the high points of my life," Tisha revealed. For Tichina, returning to her hometown and hosting the iconic Soul Train Awards at the Apollo, where it all began for them as young girls, was truly a childhood dream come true. "I'm honored to stand beside Tisha and take our place in history hosting and creatively producing such an iconic show," expressed Tichina. In 2021, Entertainment Tonight reported that the duo has another project in the works, a talk show tentatively titled Tisha and Tichina Have Issues. "Tichina and I have worked together and known each other so long we finish each other's jokes. I'm happy that me and my bestie will have the opportunity to create and enjoy a platform where our audience can get intimate with us. And when our celebrity guests come through, they can bring on a friend so we can all get to know them in a more fun, open, and candid way," Tisha declared. While the release date for their new show remains unannounced, we're eagerly anticipating seeing these two best friends back on screen together. Their enduring friendship is truly inspiring, showcasing the importance of having a friend like Tisha or Tichina by your side through thick and thin. That's all for today. Until next time, thank you for watching.